Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel. Today, well, wait, I'm Lisa, aka Diamonds and Stitches, and today I am working on my hashtag drills and chills piece. Now, the last time you saw me work on this, I was not very far, I don't think. If you follow me on Instagram, I have post pictures as I'm, getting sections done. And I posted, I don't even know if I posted this last piece. I'm not sure. But I thought today I would do a whips and sips. So grab your, whatever you're working on, your crafting item, whether it's drilling, diamond painting, cross stitching, whatever you're doing, crocheting, it doesn't matter, whatever craft you're doing, get that. Whatever you're drinking, today I have my ever-present coffee, and seriously, I think that's all I drink 90% of the time now. And let's just sit and chat, and yeah, I think I have some stories to tell. Why not? So if you are new to the hashtags drills and chills and I'm not sure what it is it's basically on Instagram. If you have an Instagram account, oh goodness sakes, okay, you guys, I really should have washi taped that, and I did not. So we're gonna do the best we can over here and keep my hand out of it, or my arm out of it. Nope, still not. Okay, let's see if maybe I can find a better angle. I don't think I am. Okay, let's see if this will work. Okay, so it is on Instagram, and you sign up. You can sign up anywhere from the beginning of September to October 31st. Like if you're going to start October 29th, 30th, 31st, oh, by all means. It was just done for September 1st to October 31st is kind of the time frame that they have done the drills and chills for, but you can sign up at any time during the 2 months to be entered for prizes and all kinds of fun things that are going on. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see if I can pause, please. Okay, parchment paper is great for sticking down on stuff, so that is what I'm gonna do. All right, so yes, so you can sign up at any time during the 2 months to enter for prizes and anything that, and see what's going on too. If you don't have an Instagram account, super easy to get one. Or if you don't want to have an Instagram account, that's okay too. There are some creators who are posting YouTube videos, and as well as the 2 ladies who are hosting this event. I will link their YouTube videos down below, and you can go and check them out and see, kind of what's going on and see if there's anything that interests you. But it basically is, you pick a Halloween, fall, autumn, scary, inspired piece that you would like to work on. And this is the one that I chose for drills and chills. As soon as I heard about it in early August, I went on and looked up cute. This is what I did. I looked up cute diamond painting Halloween. And this one popped up. It was probably a couple pages in. And I was like, ooh, this is super duper cute. And I have some decor that this kind of centers around. And so I was like, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna do this one. So it happened to be a Evermoment piece from the Evermoment official store. And so I purchased this. This came to me, you guys, in 9 days. How spoiled am I? 9 days. So I've been hanging on to it since mid-August. And I didn't want to, I showed it, I think. I unboxed it, but I did not kit it up until September 1st when this hashtag drills and chills started. So you guys, I tell you what, the paintings that people have chosen on Instagram, there is so much enabling, you guys. I'm telling you what, there are very, very few of the same diamond painting, which, you know, goes to like all of us have such different tastes, right? And so it is really, really cool to see. Now, some people are doing this one because dang it, it is cute. And some people have done this one, but have bought it from a different store. So I noticed that, did it say happy on the top? Or maybe it just said Halloween, but it didn't have happy in it, maybe. It was just a touch different than this one. And so it's really awesome to see like all of the different interpretations of almost the same piece. But then, like I said, there are so many diamond paintings on Instagram that I have never seen, not at all, going, you know, searching and whatever. So it's really cool because now I have a whole plethora of new diamond paintings I have to have in my stash because of this event. So really, it's been a lot of fun. It's fun to see what's going on, and then the host kind of keeps some interest alive with the giveaways that they do, and the shout outs and that kind of thing. So it's pretty cool if you are interested in that kind of thing. All right, so I don't know what to talk about. Okay, so this morning, all right. So we have a small little problem. My fridge broke. Now, I just purchased this fridge 3 years ago, and I date an appliance tech, basically, and he, you know, fixes, one of his specialties is refrigeration or refrigerators. And so he had said to me, you know, even though this is a Kenmore brand, it's got Kenmore name on it, and I bought it at Sears, you know, before they went through their whole entire, well, maybe they were still going through it, but we all know that Sears is going to hang around. It's just going to be under a different name, possibly. But, you know, they're working out their financial issues and restructuring and doing their thing. And so anyways, he works for Sears, and he said to me, you know, your fridge is actually an LG under this, oh goodness, my shaking, under this name, under the Kenmore name. And I said, oh, okay. And he said, and there's a problem with their compressors. And I said, well, so far I've been really lucky. Famous last words. I don't know when it happened, but I came home Sunday night, and Monday morning I went to go and get her lunch out of the fridge, and to get her pancakes. She only likes these certain pancakes, and because she is celiac, gluten-free, and lactose intolerant, which can be a great challenge. Plus, she does not like fruits and vegetables. She has an issue with textures. And so we struggle sometimes to feed her. And so, you know, we pack her lunch the night before, and then she has her pancakes, these gluten-free pancakes that we found at Trader Joe's. And I live in fear that Trader Joe's is going to stop carrying them one day, because she loves them and has been eating them for years. And it is something that she you know, that's her morning. And because she also she's on the spectrum, and so she is very, very regimented in her things. And so God help us if we run out of something without a lot of prep beforehand, because that can be an issue. Well, I go to get her pancakes and they are unthawed. Like, they are barely, okay, I'm going to be honest. They were still cold. It's okay. They were going in the toaster. So I was able to make them for her that day because I did not want the meltdown, you guys. I would much rather, like, serious, she was not going to die. Like, really, I took food courses. It's okay. They were slightly thawed, and they were getting toasted and killed anyways in the toaster oven. So, I made them, but then all day we talked about how the freezer and the fridge were broken, and that the next couple of days she probably wasn't going to have pancakes until the fridge got, you know, fixed. And that's okay because she's prepared. And when you have a child who's on the spectrum and they are not prepared for something that can cause some anxiety in their life, the meltdowns that happen are sometimes spectacular. And I just really didn't want to have to deal with it that morning because we were already running late. And then I had the issue of, holy crap, the fridge and freezer are not working. So in my head, I wasn't home over the weekend. I had gone to Sean's house after the littles game. And so in my head, I was like, well, darn it, somebody left the freezer door open. And even though it chimes, you know, hey, the fridge is open, door's open, not everybody pays attention to that. And so I was like, oh, crap balls. But then I was like, well, wait a minute. Even if the freezer unthawed, the fridge should be working. And what confused me was the lights still are on in the fridge. And the night before, I heard it making ice, or what I thought it was doing was making ice. It was trying to make ice. It wasn't making ice, you guys. It was making the noises of ice, but it wasn't ice. So I call Sean. You know, I get the littles lunch. We had to kind of revamp lunch because what was in there was, you know, refrigerated, and it was not cold. So I had to really quickly revamp lunch a little bit for her. And that's okay because there's certain things that go in her lunch on a fairly consistent basis, which is pasta, or sometimes I can do like frozen hamburger, which, you know, the patties that I put in the microwave and heat them, and our food can't touch. So she gets 2 thermoses full, you know, one's got pasta in it, one's got hamburger for the protein. And so, but she doesn't do fruits and veggies. Very, very few fruits and veggies will she eat. And so, yes, I very quickly revamped the lunch. And as I'm doing that, I'm calling Sean. And I'm like, hey, so I think that there's something wrong with the fridge. It's not working. And so we go through all the things, and he says, yep, sounds like it's a compressor. And I'm like, well, hey, honey, are you going to be in my area today and maybe able to fix it? And he's like, yeah, no. And you have to call, you know, unfortunately, Sears, because it's under warranty still. And I can't fix it without, you know, being called out. And I'm like, okay. So he suggested a couple of things to do to see if it really was, you know, that as an issue. And I did. And then I went off to work and said to my 2 sons who had stayed home, you know, hey, can you let me know about 1 o'clock if the fridge is starting to get cold again? And in the meantime, it was garbage day, so I threw out a bunch of things that I knew for sure were going to be spoiled. But some of the stuff in the freezer was still kind of like, you know, we probably could have unthawed it, the rest, like meat and that kind of thing, and cooked it and then put it in the fridge if it was going to be okay. And so I didn't throw everything out. And let me just tell you, the smell of rotting food is real gross, you guys. Like, it's so gross. And so my son texted me and said, yeah, no, fridge still isn't working. So I'm like, well, poop balls. So I called Sears, and after a very frustrating 40 minutes on the phone, being shuffled from, just let me ask you this one question. Why do you have to call a customer service line to be screened to go to whatever department they feel that your issue goes to? So I spent 10 minutes on hold, finally get somebody. We go through probably an 8-minute conversation on what the issue was, all of my information, bring it up, blah, blah, blah. She says, I'm going to now forward you on to the repair appointment line, you know, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then I wait for 23 minutes on hold for that to get this guy that I have to give him the exact same information that I gave the girl that I spent 18 minutes basically with, 10 on hold and 8 in a conversation with, and have to give the same exact information again. And I'm like, when the intake person takes the information, should that not get over to you? And why do I have to explain that part again? Just a little frustrating. I'm sure that it's a customer service thing, but still it's very, very frustrating. And I can see why people get annoyed. Anyway, that's my small little rant. So, you know, we have this conversation. He's like, well, the earliest I can get a repair appliance tech over to you is October 1st. And I'm like, oh my God, I have a family of, 6 people in this house and 4 dogs. And well, they don't actually have food that needs to be refrigerated, but I'm like, this is a long time without a fridge, right? So Sean says to me, well, you can rent a fridge for about $20 a day. They'll deliver it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, we're just going to buy a small bar fridge and then, we have it because I wanted one anyways. And because we do, we do a lot of entertaining and that kind of thing. And my kids have friends who come over all the time. And the family room, the intent with the family room is just to have a nice area to go. And so if we have like a little bar fridge down here in a little area, I would not mind that. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to go to Home Depot or Costco and see if I can't find a fridge. So my daughter and I did that, and we picked up a fridge for $150 because as I worked out the cost in my head at $20 a day until October 1st, and then potentially, hopefully, that is the actual issue, and that they can repair it right then, or if they have to order parts and I'm still left without, anything. In the meantime, I at least have a fridge that, can house the littles' pancakes and cheese stick, because we give her dairy pills for that, lactate pills, and, some, and milk, because my children, that is a staple in this house, and cheese, right? It's a staple in our house. So, okay, I did that. So this morning I am making the little's breakfast or lunch, and I'm cleaning out her lunch from the previous day because we forgot and we had practice, and it was kind of a hectic day. And this applesauce, she likes to squeeze applesauce, and in the pouches, and so that was still in her lunch kit and it was open, and I'm like, hey babe, what was the matter with your applesauce? Because she normally eats, whatever. But this was new from Costco. And she goes, oh, it tasted like trees. And I look at her and I'm like, it tasted like trees? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, honey, it's applesauce. And this is my granddaughter's logic. I love this kid. She goes, yeah, but apples come off of trees. And I'm like, yes, but honey, it's applesauce. It's no different than all the other applesauce that you've had and you've eaten. And, like, we have these conversations a lot, you guys. It's hilarious. And I'm like, okay. And she goes, yeah, well, Grammy, apples come off of trees. So it's like tree apples, and that applesauce tasted like trees. And I was like, okay. And she's like, and you didn't get me the cinnamon kind, right? And I'm like, no, because you don't like the cinnamon kind. She goes, okay, because it kind of tasted like trees and cinnamon. And I was like, No, honey, it did not have cinnamon in it. You can see right on the ingredients. There's no cinnamon. And I'm like, well, honey, maybe you need to shake it or, you know, like squeeze it a little bit and like, you know, squish the applesauce around because maybe you just got a piece that, you know, and she's like, yeah, okay, well, I'll try that. But, you know, if it tastes like trees, I'm not eating it anymore. Applesauce from Costco apparently tastes like trees, people. Just an FYI, so you don't waste your money. But I tell you what, you guys, it is a struggle to feed this child because she, you know, with the celiac issues and then, of course, the texture issues and then her spectrum issues. And it started out with sensory. She's got SPD, which is sensory processing disorder. And yeah, so she is... I really appreciate people who have a lot of patience with their children because sometimes it's a struggle, you guys. It's a struggle, and it can be frustrating, and it's more frustration because you don't know how to help. And yeah. So it's been a lot of fun, and now I'm without a fridge until October 1st. But then the funny part was, so my daughter and I had gone to Costco together and picked up this fridge. And so she then sends a picture of the fridge to her boyfriend. And he goes, oh, looks like you guys bought a bar fridge. Why would you buy a bar fridge? And then the next, like, there's four texts in a row. And he's like, oh, right, because your fridge broke this morning. Then he's like, WTF, your mom dates an appliance tech repair guy. Could he not fix it? And I'm like, Brendan, the first call I made would have been to Sean. Like, hello. But I'm like, fair point. Fair point. When you date somebody, aren't they supposed to? But I get Sean's point. I mean, his whole point was my fridge is still under warranty, and if anybody, you know, tries to do anything with it before an appointment is made for the company, then it can make your appliance or whatever item null and void because you've tried to do something with it. So, you know, I get it. It's but it was really funny. It's just really funny that yes, I do date an appliance tech repair guy, and it's very helpful on all appliances that don't have a warranty. But not on the ones that have one. Oh my goodness. But yep, that is what happened this week. So super thrilled about it. And I tell you what, it's just never ending, you guys. Never ending. When one machine decides that it's going to crap out, you know, it's, I maintain that they kind of talk to each other, and they're like, oh, you know what? Nobody's been paying attention to us for a while, so we're gonna go and do this. Because just like a year ago, I replaced my washer and dryer, and 3 years ago, I had to replace the fridge, and I feel like I've done something else. Oh, my microwave, I had to replace it a couple of years ago. And, you know, yes, all of my appliances were bought at the same time because we had a fire in our house. And so all of the appliances were bought at the same time. But seriously, it's like they all talked to each other and went, okay, you can break at this time, and then she's just going to recoup from all of that, and then we'll break, and then she'll recoup from that, and then maybe it can be your turn. I'm like, okay, but the fridge is new. So, and I love my fridge, you guys. I love my fridge. Yes, I do. It's one of those ones that has a bottom freezer and the French doors up top. Oh, and here's the other thing. Okay, so we have a indoor water, water dispenser, and then 2 types of ice, the cubed and then the crushed, right? You know how used to you get to, every time you want a glass of whatever, and every time you want a glass of water, because nothing else but water comes out of this dispenser, you want a glass of water, and I can't tell you how many times I've gotten a glass out of the cupboard and then went to go to the fridge and went, nope, denied. Nope, not today. Not working. Yeah, now I'm going to have to go back to tap water, people. Just wrong. Just wrong. And in case you were wondering, yes, that's sarcasm. Goodness sakes. I know lots of people have to drink tap water, and there's people that don't even have water. Yes, yes, yes. It's just, how we have become so used in oh Lord, how we have become so used in society to a certain way, and when that's not available anymore, and how it can be such an inconvenience to us, is kind of funny, but I experienced that just yesterday. So, all right, well, it is about that time. I am going to wrap this up. So if you are interested in participating in hashtag drills and chills, there is still plenty of time because October hasn't happened yet, and you happen to have a autumn, scary, fall, Halloween, whatever your interpretation of that season is in your stash, then bring that sucker out and come join us in hashtag drills and chills. It's a lot of fun. And even if you don't want to, but you are on Instagram, go check out the hashtags drills and chills photos, because there is some really awesome diamond paintings over there that seriously, I'm almost motivated to buy some of them, even though I'm on, again, a no buy, which I keep breaking, but that's a different story for another day. And yeah. Okay, well, I hope that you enjoyed this video and my small little amount of drilling. Pamela, if you are watching, I finally made it to the cat girl, so here it is, just for you. I waited for this video to get the cat started, so she had mentioned that she couldn't wait to see what the cat was going to look like, and it's really cute because it's got this funny little face and a very skinny long neck. Its neck is almost the same size as its tail, so it's a funny shaped little kitty. So yep. Okay, well, I am going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed. If you are not a subscriber, that you would consider subscribing. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. You know that I appreciate you so much. And yeah, I hope to see you all in my next video. All right, bye-bye.